I could also do formats, since I like my things in percent format. Internally, it changes nothing. Let's call this return data. Let's go to SPY, or on this column, I'm going to find that Control F brings the find window. It's right here. And copy anything after that. Let's do the same thing in LQD. Once you actually search for something, the last thing you search is still there. And FL. Just for the hell of it, I'm going to show you, if you didn't want to do all that stuff, how to get those using VLOOKUP so that you would know about it. I'm going to look up that thing, okay? The second argument is, what am I going to look up? Over here. I'm hitting F4 because I'm going to keep looking up in the same place. What VLOOKUP does, it searches for the item you're looking for in the first column of the table. Once it finds a match, you need to tell VLOOKUP which to retrieve. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to retrieve the number in the 8th column. So the third argument is 8. And the last argument, this is actually crucial. It's optional. If you leave it blank, it's going to get a first approximate match. If there's an exact match, if you get it. If there isn't, it's going to get the closest one. That may or may not be what you want. If there is no exact match, maybe you want to be notified with an error message. So if you put the last argument as false, that means you're looking for, come on, an exact match. There are circumstances where looking for the approximate match actually is useful, but not always. Come on. Okay. Again, I did that just to show you the VLOOKUP. Sometimes it's a good idea not to store those formulas, but if you want to change things around, keep the first one around. So starting for the second one, I'm going to select the whole thing. Control-Shift-Down key selects the whole thing. Come on. Somehow my computers. I don't know why it's not responding. Okay. Now. Copy, paste values. So if I wanted the formulas for the other ones, maybe I change something in the source data. All I have to do is double click on the first one, everything will be updated. But this way you're not storing all that formulas, because formulas themselves take a lot of space in memory. And, this is not big, it's less than 1,000 rows. So let me actually save this as an Excel workbook. And I'm going to post this version on Blackboard. So if you want to kind of copy what I'm going to do with that data, you can download it. No, of course. Okay, it's there now. Now let's start talking about measures of reward and risk. When you make an investment, you make an investment based on some sort of your perception of return. You believe it's going to return 20%, 25%, 50%, like that. So investment decisions or portfolios are formed using an expected return as a measure of reward. So what do you get out of this investment? It's a theoretical concept. It's based on what sort of probabilities you attach to different possible returns. Well, since we don't know what that is, we're going to have to kind of get an estimate. We will estimate these expected numbers using historical data. So we will get what we call measures of central tendency. That's the official name. It basically means we're going to get measures for what is some typical value, okay? What I should expect, such as mean, which is arithmetic average, median, or we could even go for geometric average. Which I'm not going to do today, but on Wednesday we'll actually develop a nice little function for geometric average return. But there are other possible measures. Let's first get the basic ones. What I'm going to do, I'm going to insert a row at the top so that I could put in portfolio weights. These are numbers that basically add up to 1. Arbitrarily, I'm going to put 30% on S&P, 20% on bonds, 20% on gold, and the rest on the international one. So I'm going to do 1 minus some of the previous rates, since I like these things in percentages. With weights, the only restriction actually is they have to add up to 1 or 100%. If you have weights that are over 100%, that means you're using actually leverage. If you have weights that are negative, that means you're actually shorting those assets. But for now, since these are going to be free, I'm going to make that into a little green background. And since this is based on a formula, I use my, what is my rose color?